What's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and get this live stream started. Why is it showing up like that? That's weird. Let's go. Let's get it. What's going on, Rusty FOXBODY? Fat Boy Fox, what's going on, everybody? Let's see. Yeah, you can see me. All right, cool. So, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I was stuck at work. So I just got off and figured we'd come home, do a quick live stream. We're not going to be on very long, maybe 30, 45 minutes. But just want to talk with everybody. So what's going on, everybody? Who all we got in the house? Mustang guy, 6501. Dude, Thunder Biscuit says, Lamar, hell yeah. Zach, much love from Houston. All right, man. I'll be out your way here in about 3 weeks or so. What's going on, Drewby? Mexico in the house. Know the feeling, yeah, man. You absolutely do. I know you know. What's going on, Ford Matt? What's up from Boston? What's going on? Fort Worth. All right, Fort Worth again. Nice. Still working on my Fox, but listening in. All right, Black Magic. That's cool, man. That's the perfect scenario. You just kick back, work on your FOXBODY, and we'll handle this. Hold on. It's gonna be. Well, never mind. It's not gonna move. All right. Weather is nice in Kentucky. Man, we had some decent weather here for a few days. And now it's trying to get hot on us again. But yeah, it's been nice. It's like 73 probably right now. It'll get down into the 60s tonight, but that's it. All right. What's that? Clux 100? Clux 100? Oh, thank you so much, man, for that. I appreciate that. Remind me, I have to talk about something else tonight. So remind me that there was something I needed to talk to you about later on before we get off, if I forget about it. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk to everybody. Like, what's your favorite memory of a FOXBODY? And what I mean by that is it could be like a memory with you and your family, or you and your kids, or just a FOXBODY from memory, like from back in the day. I really want to hear like one of your earliest memories of a FOXBODY. I've got several, and I know you guys do as well, but kind of, let me know what makes them special to you. Like, your favorite memory of them, and what makes them special, and why you like FOXBODYs. I'm curious to know. Rusty FOXBODY, all right, cool. So we got a new Cobra package member in the house. What is the best head to get? I already have a cam intake and everything else. All I need is heads. I've got about $2K to spend on heads. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you really can't go wrong with like an AFR 185, you really can't. If you got about $2 grand to spend on heads, man, I can't do anything but recommend the freaking 11R heads. Seriously, they're just really good heads. They're probably gonna run you a couple $100 more, but if you can squeeze it, I'd go 11R all day. Any of the like AFR heads, trick flow, any of the trick flows, it doesn't really matter. I'm not a head snob when it comes to that type stuff. So whatever on that, whichever one you like. Took mine to the track with 200 shots, spun on the hit, but went a 640. Nice, Mark. That's freaking moving, man. You spun and you went a 640. That's awesome. Yeah, Coyote 4 Eyes already saying don't forget. I will forget. You guys know I will. So yeah, just type it up and kind of, let me know some of your memories. I mean, that's fine if you don't want to. Hit that like button, Endo says. Thank you. Street racing in Texas, riding wheelies on the street. Went to No Prep 28 10.5 racing last night. It was awesome. Dude, that is awesome. What's going on from Massachusetts? Was at the Good Guys show the last 2 days. Man, that's awesome. Dude, I've been stuck at work, so Burning gears and jamming music. Now that's what I'm talking about. Damn, a late notification again. We haven't been on that long. We've not been on that long at all. Definitely the 86 Saline, so that's cool. So Jeffrey's favorite Fox body is the 86 Saline. I gotta admit, that's probably one of my favorites as well. White on white would be it for me. Looking forward to watching these live streams. I appreciate that. Bill Bob Bob. Just bought my first Fox body this year. I'm 28 and picked up an 89 roller that has been converted to a 4i T-top. Learned a lot from your channel. That is cool, notch. So notch above the rest. Notch above the rest. That's awesome, man. You know, that's what we were originally going to do with the Calypso, was go 4i. I like that. I like the interior of the Aero cars, but I love the exterior of the 4i car. If you guys want to know, like, that's my perfect, like, combination, if you will. Aero interior, so 87 to 93 interior with the 4i, like, body, well, not body kit, but bumper and sail panels and all that. Quarter windows. Let's see. All right. I want to read a few of these. So, street racing and just playing around in general whenever I was younger, seeing Fox bodies, stoplight racing, absolutely. When I was a kid in the early 90s. I think that's when I fell in love with them, Shane Batten says. That's cool because, you know, well, Papa T always had Mustangs. So I grew up with them from day one. I didn't really have a choice. But with that being said, I still loved to see them out and about. And man, there was just something about seeing a new Fox body at the time, especially, like, I've got this one in my mind that I saw one day, and I want to say it was an 87 or 88 solid black GT. This was around 88 or so, somewhere in this. The car was new. It was an 88 or 87 or 88 solid black GT with a red stripe around it and stock turbines, but man, it was clean. Oh my God. The windows were down and the sunroof was up. I just won't ever forget that. As a matter of fact, that's the car that they used in the Ford commercial, you know, where the cars like racing by like this old farmhouse or whatever. And like, dude, seeing things like that back then, I wanted to be that guy, right? I wanted to be the guy that's sitting over there in that car, because if I was looking at that car and I was intrigued and I was like in awe as a kid, I knew that other people would feel the same way. And, you know, back then, that's all we really craved, right? We wanted attention. Now it's not really that way. I do my own thing, do what I want to do. But I remember whenever I was younger, you know, all the attention that I was giving these cars, I knew that there were other guys out there that would look at it the same way. So it's kind of not really my backstory on that, but man, I absolutely love seeing them out and about. So let me read a couple more of these. My dad bought a brand new, hold on, I'll get to that. I have to say the reason why I fell in love is because of Pop's. Pop's 83 GT is one of the most well-known Fox bodies out there. I grew up in that car's prime. That's true, man. What did they call Bob? What was his nickname? I'm not going to be able to read it just yet. But yes, Bob Hanlon was a freaking man. If you guys don't know, could drive these shit out of a stick shift. I'm sure he still can probably. So let me read a couple of these comments down here. Guys, I guess I screwed up here because these long explanations or these long stories are really hard to read and keep up. Ford Matt 77 in the house tonight. 2 months ago, I joined my favorite Fox body channel. Thanks for everything, Brutal. Man, at work, got to go. Thank you so much, Ford Matt. I appreciate you and all the support, man. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the channel. Hey, we do have a subscription, I guess you could call it. A lot of people, you know, they don't like that. I've got caught a little bit of flack about the join button, but it is what it is, guys. That stuff helps complement what we're doing here, okay? All these parts cost a lot of money, and the join button helps. I mean, it all stays on the channel. Hopefully you guys see the money. It stays right here on the channel. So anytime you guys join up, it does help, but you don't have to. That's why you see people with the little fox, you know, the red fox, white fox, whatever. That's what that is. Those are channel members. And you get videos early. I posted a video for those guys, for the members, early this morning. And I think you guys are going to like it, but they already know what's going on. So any of you guys that have already seen the video, don't give it away. Don't give it away. Thinking about buying an 88 Fox. Seller says it loses throttle once it gets to half a tank. That could just be loses throttle at half a tank. If it's just stock, I don't really know. Unless something's come loose in there. I don't know. That's a weird one. But that should be a simple fix either way. And this is my favorite FOXBODY channel. As a Ford tech by day, I love seeing a dude work on his own property. Give tons of ideas for the future. Well, I appreciate that, Steven. You know, this kind of evolved into what it is. I never had any plans of doing anything like this with a shop and a lift and really kind of like keeping the channel going and constantly building and upgrading. I never really had any idea that we would get to this point. This is what you guys have built. That's the best way to think of it. The YouTube revenue that started coming in that I never accounted for has really helped spearhead all this, and it's been a fun ride, and it's going to continue to be a fun ride. And but you guys keep me honest. You guys keep me out here on my toes, and I love putting out content, and I love trying to help. I'm not the best teacher, but I enjoy trying to help. Let's see. I paid for my own coupe with my own money. First job ever. It felt awesome, Drewby said. That is an awesome feeling, man, when you buy your car with your money. Nobody can tell you anything. That's awesome, man. Let me see. Let me try to get a couple of these. Our car was the 88 T-Top at Ford Takeover. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that car, actually. You don't see many 88 T-Tops. 4i for the win. We're going to have to get a 4i on this channel just because I'm so used to just doing aero cars, but I mean all FOXBODY. Like when I say FOXBODYs, I mean all of them. But obviously all we have is aero cars. So at some point we're going to have to get us a 4i car or convert one. You know, I mean, look, that Calypso is not going to stay like it is forever. We can literally throw a 4i bumper on this thing. You can't really do the quarter windows because there's some issues going on back there with the aero cars, but you can leave the quarter windows in it, just put a 4i bumper on it and do something different with it, paint it a different color or whatever. So we have some options. That was originally what that car was supposed to be, but we changed our mind and we just went with the Cobra clone. Yes, so Hot Rod George says, I got a question, need a shifter for my T5. What would you recommend under 200 bucks? Man, that is like asking somebody, what their favorite soda is. You're gonna get all sorts of different opinions. I personally like a Pro 5.0. I saw where somebody else mentioned that. Let's see, the Tri-X is good. Just don't go with the B&M. I personally do not like the B&M. MGW is great. What's going on, Donnie B? Hey, we got some stuff coming up. Got some stuff coming up with Donnie B. So I'm sure you guys can probably guess that. If you don't know who Donnie B is, it's gonna be cool. We'll probably get to that next week, actually. Or shit. No, we're actually gonna start on that here in a couple days. It's gonna be a job. I worked at McDonald's in high school in 1993. A jalapeno red 86 GT with a cam and super traps. Dude, super traps. Do you guys remember those mufflers? Oh my God, I forgot all about those. Man, that just took me back. I remember, I'll get back to that in just a second. I remember I had a friend of mine, or a friend of my dad's. We ended up becoming friends later on as I got older. But I think it was Ricky. I think it was Ricky Cleveland, actually. Had super traps on his IROC. It was a yellow IROC that my dad had painted for him. Had the gold BBS wheels originally, but my dad painted the inserts of them of the wheels yellow and the car yellow. Beautiful, all the black trim and everything back on it. Anyway, this car had a built motor in it back in the day, a built 350. And he came down our little main street in Blakely, Georgia, where I grew up, and this thing was nasty sounding. And if I'm not mistaken, he had super traps on that car. That's the way I always remember it anyway. And you could tune super traps. The more diffusers you put on it, I think the louder it got. Is that right? Oh my God, those things sounded so nasty. Anyway, so this 88 GT pulls up with super traps, circled the lot, that sound, color, and flat black hood stripe. I was hooked. Jared, awesome, awesome description, dude. I can visualize that right now, man. And that's all it takes for us guys, right? And that's all it takes for these younger kids and the younger generations coming up is we need to get our cars out more so that younger generations can see it and experience it, because they may not even know they're into cars. I mean, their dad could be driving them to soccer practice in a Prius, and you pull up in a FOXBODY and you could change this kid's world, like his whole life. Probably not for the better, because he's probably gonna end up being broke like the rest of us and working on stuff all the time. But it's something that once you get hooked, you don't want to give it up. And you know, I think a lot of kids were touched like that. You know I was. I would see these things, and older cars in general, you know, and I've got just the fondest memories. So I think we need to get our cars out more and let people see them. You never know who's looking at you. You never know who you affect whenever you drive your car. Think about it. How many times do you get stopped whenever you go to a gas station or a grocery store or at a red light? How many people, you know, talk to you about your car? Just think about that for a second. You're getting a very, very small sample size of the people that actually like your car. Think of the ones that are just sitting there in their vehicle not saying anything, thinking, damn, that's a badass car. That's what I always think about, right? Anyway, I ramble. You know I like to ramble. So, hello from Puerto Rico. I rescued a 88 red Mustang GT, which was sitting in high grass. That's awesome, man. I wish we could rescue all of them. My old two-tone Ultra Blue GT is still sitting there in the grass. It's probably rusted to hell now, but it's still there. Changed the AOD in my son's 86 GT last night, then somehow blew out my tail housing seal in my T5 today. It's always something. Yes, it's always something. I've got fouled out plugs again. You guys, look, somebody made a comment about, you know, you're always talking about how much you love NGK, but it seems like you always got a fouled out plug. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's true. Guys, I've never had the issues that I've had with these NGKs. This car, which now when this car was finally tuned and tuned correctly, we didn't have any problems. But as you remember, we changed the throttle body on it and it's not been tuned yet. So I got to get it with Matt and we have to kind of go through the tune again. So whenever I moved the car from right here to bring it around to put the transmission in it, it was choking off, running rich, everything else, and that pretty much got my plugs. So here we go again. But we're going TR5s this time. We're going to actually go with a hotter plug and try that. We don't have a lot of boost. I think we'll be good. All I have is the little MSD coil. I don't know how hot that thing really is, so we're going to bump up the heat a little bit. Should be fine at this low of a boost. All right. Oh. What did I just see there? Hold on. What's going on, Loch Ness Fox? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. God, all the comments. What's up with Scruffy Duffy? Is that some spam shit? What's going on there? Andrew says that his dad can still school him. I could have swore I just saw. Yeah. A guy at Dothan High, his dad got him the pace car FOXBODY, and it was over for me ever since. Awesome. So you went to Dothan High? That's pretty cool. That's where Andrew went. As a matter of fact, that's if you listen to the story that Zach told, which was Andrew's friend that passed away. If you listen to the story that Zach told about what got him into not so much cars, because he was already into cars, but like into liking the Mustang side of things, right? Was when he saw Andrew's car at Dothan High. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Dothan High is obviously the school here in Dothan, Alabama. That's where Andrew went to school. And Zach would see this car in the parking lot, you know, B-cam, FOXBODY. You know, back then this thing was stupid clean. It was as clean or cleaner than the Retro Fox. And Andrew was driving this thing to school, and that's what got Zach. That's what I'm saying, guys. This affects people differently than you might ever imagine. I mean, he is a legend, Neo says. Talk about Bob. Absolutely. Okay, the video on adjusting the throttle body screw really helped. The car's never run so good. Had to do a little tune adjustment, but starts great now. Awesome send spot, man. That's what I like to hear. I like to hear all these little things that we cover on these videos are actually helping you guys. So that makes me feel good. I'm glad it's helping. When I was 8 years old, my father and me went to buy some brake pads for an old Datsun. Then I saw and heard a brand new Mexican Mustang SVO 1984, and I fell in love immediately. That is freaking awesome. I love these stories, man. So yeah, I guess we got somebody in here who don't need to be in here. Yeah, we have a spammer. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I had to deal with that. Yeah, MGW, absolutely. Where's the join button? The join button is if you go on your computer. I think you can do it from your phone. iOS has a little bit of an issue there. We do have a write-up that I can help you guys with it. Anybody that's having trouble. But it's just a join button beside the subscribe and all that. You just click it, and it gives you some options like a $2.99 a month, or I think $5.99 a month. You can click whichever option you want. Doesn't matter to me. It's all the same. You get the same perks no matter if you spend $2.99 or $5.99. I mean, you got to know that ahead of time. It's completely up to you. It just helps the channel more. I think we're up to like 62 members right now, so that's going really good. Buddy put super traps on his 91 GT and melted the rear bumper cover. Yeah, because those things were like very conical, you know. So they started out really small, but they got big. So there's really not a lot of places to kind of put those things. Black Widows, yeah. Sent a message about dogs cleaning up yesterday. Yeah, dogs did. They did clean up yesterday. Well, you know, it's something we never talk about. Hey, you guys tell me if you're into football, because a lot of guys are. What's your team? Who's your team in football? I don't know. It'd be fun to kind of know who everybody pulls for. Obviously, well, I say obviously, I like Georgia Bulldogs. That's my team. But you guys into football? It was NFL too, I guess. I'm not into NFL, but that's fine. You guys can bicker back and forth amongst yourselves if you'd like. So Dylan Switzer, welcome to the GT package. Thank you so much, Dylan. Welcome aboard, and you will get early content. As a matter of fact, that video is already up. So anybody that joins tonight, you click the join button. Go ahead and look, because the video is already up. That's going to be posted tomorrow. So go check that out. Notre Dame. All right, so let's look here. Go Birds. So which bird? Which bird are you talking about, Andrew? Let's see. Alabama. Sorry, late to the party. That's cool, man. I understand. Dogs. Notre Dame. My favorite team is the MILFs. Go Dogs. Roll Tide. Temple Owls. That's cool. So, okay, I'll hit you up. Let's see. Cleveland Browns and Kentucky Wildcats. Yeah, we've got Wildcats on our schedule here pretty soon. My best friend and his family got me into FOXBODYs way back in like 2000 to 01. His dad had a blue turbo 4-cylinder coupe. His older brother had an 89 LX that they put a GT body kit on and a 302 in it. That's cool, man. See, guys, we affect people and you might not even know it. And I think that's just the coolest thing ever for me. Cleveland Browns. Yes. Let's see. Go Dogs. Roll Tide. Bulldogs. Buckeyes. Wildcats. Roll Tides. Let's see. How many T5 transmissions did everybody in here blow up? I smoked 3 on third gear pulls. Crafty Stings, let me ask you a question. Let's talk about something here real quick. You guys can go ahead and keep posting whatever your team is or whatever you want to. Talk amongst yourself for a second. But I got a question. What retro restoration? Hold on, resto restoration. FOXBODYs keep saving them and keep building them. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for that, Retro. I really do appreciate that. It definitely helps out. So let me ask you guys a question on this T5 issue that everybody seems to have about breaking them. Now, you're saying that you broke them on third gear pulls, 3 on third gear pulls. How is that? something that I noticed way back, and I don't ever hear anybody talk about this, but I personally think that this is what gets those T5 transmissions, especially ones that have a little bit of age on them. Everything's kind of loose, right? That's when they shift good, but everything's a little loose. I think running these cars up, you know, top of third, top of fourth gear, and you bump it in neutral while the car's still rolling, you just bump it up in neutral, I think is the worst thing you can do to one of these transmissions. It has no load on it at that point. I think everything's in there just flopping around. I have broken two or three T5s doing that. And you might not break it right then, but what you're doing at that point is really just making everything super sloppy. And then 3-6 months later, you go out there, you hit third gear, and it comes apart. I think it has more to do with how we take care of these transmissions, and we don't need to be running them up at high speeds and then bumping them into neutral. Don't do that. Leave it in gear, kind of engine brake the car, if you will. That's my opinion anyway. If Neo's still on, maybe he can talk about that, or Andrew handling. That's just something that I've noticed over the years. Now, granted, you can break one just by power shifting it, you know, no doubt. Also, a good shifter with adjustable stops. That's something that me and Neo have been talking about lately. You got to have those adjustable stops, otherwise you're overthrowing the shifter, and you can really mess something up there. And a soft clutch. That's why I say this every time. A soft clutch in your T5 will save your T5. I've blown up 2 T5s shifting into third gear both times. Busted the cluster. Is there an easier way to change the heater core? Yeah, it's actually not that bad, Ted. I have a video on it, but Foxcast has a really good video on it as well. So if you want to go over there and check out Foxcast, just type in heater core, I think you'll find it. But it's actually not bad. You don't have to take the dash all the way out of the car. There's a couple shortcuts. You can probably get the heater core out in 30 minutes. 45 minutes, you can get it out. 30 to 45 minutes. It's not that bad. Watch his video, or you can go watch mine. Mine's not as detailed as his, but it is there. Am I putting Celine wheels on the retro? At some point I'd like to, but there again, the focus has shifted, and we're doing, you know, transmission stuff. We got Papa T's car we're working on. We got Andrew's car that's about to come over and have some major surgery done. And then we got to get back on the 65. So I don't know, man. I want to, but I don't know if we're going to or not, or right now. Yeah, I snapped 3 Tremec 3550s. I can believe that. What's up, James D? Launched at 4,800 on slick. Launched at 4,800 on a stock T5 with a 358 Windsor 28 transmission. Did the old disassemble with no tools. Yeah, I mean that can happen. For sure, that can happen. Bingo agreed. More power shift, easier. Every time I broke it was from power shifting over time. Yeah, you can shift fast without the old school power shifting or speed shifting. Well, I shouldn't say speed shifting. Look, practice on letting off the gas. Do the whole swaparoo there. And believe it or not, you can shift about as fast as you can if you just left your foot on the gas. That will definitely get one. Leaving your foot on the gas and power shifting these cars, yeah, it looks cool, it's quick. Your friends will think it's cool, but that's dangerous. It can be done for a while, but that very well may be the last time you ever do that, though. Just slow your shifts down a little bit and come off the gas. There again, don't put these aggressive clutches and stuff like that behind your T5. There's ways around that. Put a twin disc in it if you need to. That's fine. It'll help save that transmission. The slop is the worst. Yeah, absolutely, man. Shimmed up tight. Exactly. So Neo saying there is it's a good shimmed up T5 with all your supporting mods or your supporting braces. Will definitely make these transmissions last a lot longer. They're not bulletproof. By no means are they, but damn, they are awesome when they work. Nothing beats a T5 transmission as far as shifting. I don't care what it is. They just shift so good when they're right. When a T5 breaks, it sounds like a rock in a dryer. Yep. Absolutely. House of Dula does an amazing heater core vid. There you go. The hotter my T5 gets, the tighter it shifts, but maybe I need to change the fluid. Yeah, I'd probably change the fluid there. My favorite Fox body memory is when I had it running and now it's getting heads, cam, and intake. Hey man, that's good. You're gonna have a new favorite memory here real soon. All right, Smitty's Bad 50. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Just need to do it and get it over. Yep, absolutely. T5 can last longer than most think. 03 DSG, absolutely. Cullen, you know, they absolutely can. Can't wait for the 65. Yeah, man, I know, guys, I know. I feel bad because I feel like I led everybody on, you know, like, hey, we're going to jump on this 65, and we haven't really done anything with it, but it's there. And we are still excited about it, but right now, man, we're hot and heavy on the Fox body stuff, so we got to stay true to yourself. I say this all the time. It's so true, though, guys. To stay motivated, you got to do what you want to do. Think about that for a second. If you're all sidetracked and, you know, this car is getting your attention and getting all the love right now, if you try to make yourself pull away from this car to go work on this car, chances are your heart's not going to be in it, right? You're not going to be passionate about it. So, you know, for us, we're getting stuff done, right? We're doing transmissions and we're fixing Papa T's car. So I think that's a good thing. If I were to stop doing all that and then immediately go work on the 65, my heart wouldn't be in it right now. So we need to get all this stuff knocked out, and then I think we'll be good to go. So, oh, Lord, Mike, what you talking about? Mike said that he screwed up and bought a Vet last week. Now I have 2 Foxes and a Vet. Vet is already posted for sale. Are you serious? So you just bought the Vet and it's already posted? No trade for the retro. Absolutely not. I'm not against Vets. I like Vets. I like Vets, Camaros. Man, I don't really care. I don't really care. I prefer my Fox bodies. I prefer my Mustangs 100%. But you know, I still like them. I'll say that. Anyone done an LMR AC conversion video? I don't know. I don't know if they have or not, but I think it's pretty easy, man. That AC stuff is super easy on these cars. Until you have to get in there to the, not accumulator. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Daddy, you skipped Mama's message.
I skipped her message. What did her message say? There's no telling where her message is. Memphis said, don't say roll tide. That's right. That's the way we taught her in this house. Don't. Oh, Memphis. You're ridiculous. Let's see. Favorite memory was hearing the old 302 fire up with the E-cam for the first time, Zachary. That's awesome. Absolutely. I remember whenever I first started up my car with the F-cam in it, my 93 GT. Oh, my God. It was a race car. Like, you know, that F-cam in that car, I was like, I just love it so much. It never ran as good as it did when it was stock, of course, as far as, like, just running cleanly. But, man, it was fun. Evaporator core, there we go. So yes, unless you have to get in there doing that under the dash, that's not very fun. Thank you. See, you guys know. Let's see, Jim, Ohio. I'm 66 years old. I just got my first Fox, a 91 notch, hoping to make hot rod power tour next year. That is so cool, Jim. So this is your first Fox body, so that's pretty cool, man. So what did you have before that? What were you into? You know, I think you'll like the Fox body. If this is your first one, I think you'll like it. Everything's available for it, right? You know, they're like Legos, you know. Just made me think of something. Oh, man. I didn't want to talk about this, obviously. Guys, bear with me for just a second. It just made me remember something. I lost another good friend recently, just a couple days ago, and he was a good friend of mine. A couple guys that are on here right now, and you guys really won't know him, but he was one of my biggest supporters. Him and 03 DSG in the stream tonight. What I want to say is this: life is obviously very short. I mean, it could end right now, tomorrow, 60 years from now. I mean, I don't know, right? But life is short. Be careful out there. You know, we talk about these cars, and we go out and we beat on them, and we race them, and we just living in the moment, right? I mean, and that's fine because so many of us have for so many years, and it's what makes these cars so awesome is to be able to go out and play and do stuff. But it's very dangerous, and one of my good friends lost his life. We don't know the whole story. We don't know what happened, but he was on his Mustang. It was a pretty fast car, and I don't know, guys. I just want to remind you guys. Please be careful out there. Seriously, just, we take our cars out and we want to test them. Every time we do anything to our cars, we want to get them out and go beat on them. Go run them up and down the road. And man, it can happen so quick. You forget to tighten up a lug nut or just a whole wheel, or something comes loose. Man, 80, 90, 100 mile an hour, that's all it takes. And I'm sorry. I just thought about it, because that's something that he used to always say. So anyway, look, let's move on. But just know that I'm sorry, guys. It messed me up. So let's get back to some comments here. My dad and I are building a '93 Mustang in memory of my brother. He passed away 4 months ago. That's awesome, man. My favorite memory was getting one as my first car in high school 10 years ago. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to end this live stream. I do apologize, but I can't do it right now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.